we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
They picking snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner, so I had to drink it to the.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
And 11 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A gain of
good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the Seahawks 14-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Seahawks nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
And the 49er 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
George Kittle, that catch good for 5. It's third down
On the play. And it's third down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He completes this to Russell Gage. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
9 yards. First down, San Francisco.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
He's across
13 yards there and a Niner first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, 49ers.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Allen has it, left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Complete to number 24. Out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
11 on the play. And the 49ers first down.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And he fires one incomplete. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Penny here out of the
shotgun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Seahawks.
Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
44-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Rodgers operating from the gun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And they're going to
get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rodgers. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half. More than a minute. Let's see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st down, 49ers.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6.
14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? On the draw, this is Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now on second and 13, Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Sutton.
Rodgers.
Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a third down.
Rodgers now to throw on third down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
28. Seahawks 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Some might say that he's got looked at in and absorbed the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. He was unable to on that attempt.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A good pickup there at 22. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
5-yard line.
Now it's Wilson going for Metcalf, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Again, it's Penny. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback that's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good.
Will tie the game 28-all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. That'll be a gain of 16. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
A gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Hey, 0.
Another try for Penny. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
The extra point.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And all this is taken him one-handed. What a catch.
Rodgers pass.
23 yards, the final tally.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, 49ers.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open man is Samuel, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
And a 49er first down.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 2. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he finds Penny. We'll call it no gain there on the first down play.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The throw over the middle, taken in. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Penny, the first down carry, and he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Penny. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Penny. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line.
Penny, the ball carrier.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Situation. Let's go. 90 is a mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, we got 4 down.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Tonight's
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they